Ayan, okay. Lang. Yun. Hi, namaskar. Namaskaram, Master Jeff. Thank you for joining. Ang bilis. May attendance. Very good. Okay, share na natin yung live video. Okay. Ay, bakit nag-fail? Ba't siya nag-fail? Hello. Nako, ang magmami. Hello. My sassy box. My sassy box. Vanelli and JJet. Hello. Good evening. Good evening. Teka lang. And by the way, may bagong padala si Mayor na na mug, pero nauusi akong gamitin, masyadong maganda. It's my favorite. So nandito muna tayo sa isang nilulubos ko muna yung naka-plastic mo na kung gamitin, masyadong maganda. Pero thank you. Sandali kailangan i-share ko muna 'to. May joke kami diyan nila baby pag nanghihinayang akong gamitin yung mga bago. Parang si Aling Ason sa sa Humalong Dariles, yung mga furniture, mga naka-plastic cover lang. Medyo gano'n. Sorry na. Teka, yan. Okay, teka lang. Yun. Sandali, nag-fail lang kasi yung pinopost ko kanina. Sandali. Ayun, okay. Wow. Oh! Ang bibilis naman ng ating mga questions for today. Okay. Oh, wow! Nakikita ko na yung mga questions natin. Medyo, very... Meron ba tayong certain theme for tonight's session? Speaking, ang ating weekly energy, if you haven't watched our weekly tarot reading, nako, medyo up and down ang ating energy for this week. And lalo na, mapapansin nyo yesterday, nako, kung medyo uminit ang ating ulo, dahil medyo marami tayong napapansin yesterday kasi it's really a day of discernment. Maraming discernment talaga ang nangyari. And yung mga madidiscern natin or anything that we need to process in our thoughts, there's a strong tendency kasi that one of our initial reactions can be filled with a little too strong energies. So kung medyo na napapatol tayo sa ganong energy, there's a strong tendency din na hindi masyadong maging positive yung magiging outcome. Natatawa ako. Yes.
Noted, master.
Oo, so sorry, kasi hindi ako nag-iisa sa sa bahay ngayon. Nandito kasi si Celestial Blue. And speaking of Celestial Blue, dahil maraming pasabog din si Celestial Blue, by the way. And of course, one of our lucky winners for tonight, one of our lucky viewers rather, will enjoy 1,000 pesos worth of Crystal Abundance bracelet courtesy ni Celestial Blue. Ay, may fan ka dito. Hello daw, o sabi ni Vanelli. Hello daw.
Hi.
Yeah.
Hi, my sassy box.
Yeah, di ba? My sassy. Dapat ganun yung ano, para si
My box.
sassy box. Para si Kalad ka. Yun. So, yung hindi lang yun, by the way, we will be having our monthly draw. So, mag-a-allot lang tayo ng mga around the last 15 minutes, mag-a-allot tayo ng mas maraming time kasi we will be joining the winners and participants for our July na live sessions and as well as our August sessions. And lahat din ng kasama for tonight's session will be included in our raffle draw. So, yun din yung ating mamaya, yun yung ibibigay natin ng airtime later on tonight. So medyo ano pala, parang kailangan ko itayo yung buhok ko muna dahil medyo ano tong ring light ko. Medyo mainit. O dahil ano lang. Grow light pala. grow light. Baka tubuan na ako ng grow light pala. Okay. So, again, share nyo na yung live video natin for tonight kasi this is really going to be a very exciting night. Magpapamigay tayo at the end of our session ng mga workshop passes we have for this, mangyayari na yun this coming weekend. So we will have crystal work for modern living and we will also have emotional healing class sa lahat ng mga magiging winners natin for tonight. So, Celestial Blue, ilan ang winners natin ng crystal work for modern living for this for our raffle for tonight?
For this coming month, yes, we'll be giving 7 lucky winners.
Oh my, oy, grabe! Oh my gosh, so, wow! Syempre kailangan tapatan din natin yung so gawin na natin din dahil 7 ang winners ng Crystal Work for Modern Living. Aba, edi maganda na rin na 7 na rin yung winners natin ng Emotional Healing Class. So, there will be total of 15 lucky winners ng ating ng after this session for tonight. And syempre magandang pasabog yan dahil yung ating July nga, hindi tayo nag-raffle for July dahil we only had 2 live sessions dahil sorry na. Okay, and maraming important celebration kasi tayo ng August and July. So yun, stay tuned, later on meron tayong live session meron tayong live draw ng mga winners natin later on. So exciting yan. And by the way, sabi ko nga, even the participants for tonight, lahat kayo kasali din kayo sa raffle natin for September. Kaya stay tuned. And hello, sabi ni Zach namaskaram din sa'yo, Zach. When are your necklaces? Wow! Nako, speaking of necklaces, I'm so happy na may nakapansin. So by the way, the necklaces I'm wearing right now, by the way, I'm wearing a golden South Sea pearl. So deep golden South Sea pearl yan. And this is courtesy. Naku, may announcement yan. The reason why it's important tonight, may konting announcement kami kasi medyo na-suspend yung yung pearl na Instagram account. Medyo so ito na yung ating naging obstacle course pa to siya. So, Trimati. So, Trimati Jewelry. So, Trimati Jewelry yung ating necklaces. So, sa Trimati Jewelry, so it's a very wide and broad selection of pearls and ranging from, if you are wanting to invest just like this, it's an investment piece. This is a golden South Sea pearl na quadruple A South Sea pearl. Ito yun. So, if you're looking for investment pieces, meron din. And if you're also wanting to just start your journey with pearls, meron din mga freshwater pearls. So, and by the way, all of the pearls will be coming with a certificate so that you're going to be guaranteed na all of the pearls that you're going to be getting are all authentic and guaranteed that are real na pearls talaga. So simulan na natin yung session natin because marami tayong Maraming tayong prizes to be given away, and at the same time, marami din tayong matutulungan in tonight's session. So, by the way, share nyo na yung live video nyo so that we can also help many people for tonight's session. But before we start, syempre, we do not start any of our sessions without saying a prayer. I am a practicing Hindu, so I will be chanting and saying my prayers in Hindu. Pero syempre, no matter which religion or belief system we are all following, samahan nyo rin po ako. Let's all gather in God's name, magdasal tayo. Lalong-lalo na kung meron tayong mga katanungan for tonight, join me in prayer and let's pray for more love, guidance, and blessings of wisdom para naman mas marami tayong matulungan tonight. Okay? So join me in prayer. Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha Hari Om Shuklam Baradaram Vishnum Shashtivarnam Chaturbhujam Prasannavadanam Dhyayet Sarva Vignu Pashantaye Agajanana Patmarkam Gajanana Maharnisham Anekadantam Vaktanam Ekadantam Upasmahe Gajananam Bhutaganadisevitam Kapita Jambo Palasara Vakshitam Umashutam Shuka Vinashakaranam Nama Binignishvarapada Pankacham Mushikavahana Modakahasta Chamanakarna Nilamvita Sutra Vamana Rupa Maheshvara Putra Ekna Vinayaka Pada Namaste Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha Om Shanti 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 Om Shri Matriye Namaha. Wow, thank you. Namaskaram everybody and welcome for a very meaningful session here in our YouTube channel. Welcome to Reiki with Marky. But this is your official Tuesday night habit. Welcome to Tarot Tuesdays. And every Tuesday night, nagbibigay tayo ng free reading sa ating mga fellow na mga kababayan na may kailangang kasagutan in any of our life aspects concerning syempre yung love life, yung ating career, and syempre yung health. Nako ha, pinaka-importante yan. Now, syempre, lahat po tayo libre lang magtanong. So for us to participate and join in our reading session, libre lang. Ang gawin lang po natin, i-share lang po natin. Parang, akala ko meron na ako yung background sa, alam mo yung sa comedy, yung okay, iba lang pala. Sorry. So, share the live video and make sure na, syempre, pag na-share na natin sa either sa newsfeed natin or sa stories natin, we need to take a screenshot dahil importante may resibo. And yung resibo natin, let's make sure na we will send it in our Facebook page, Everyday Reiki with Marky. And first come, first serve basis po tayo. And I know most of us merong mga multiple questions. Okay lang yan, pero we will answer one question at a time to give way for all of the participants. And kapag meron pa po tayong konting panahon, and then we will also get back to other questions that you may have. Sa lahat naman ng pa-participate tonight, ang question natin, ano ba magiging basis na mababasa ng energy sa mga questions natin? So sa energy, yun ang babasahin natin. Kung sino magtatanong, babasahin natin ng energy na nagtatanong tungkol sa mga life aspects nila. And there are 4 elements involved sa ating mga energies. Everything current, lahat ng pinaprocess natin in our thoughts, sa isip natin, sa isip natin, and the emotions that we are feeling while we are processing these thoughts. Ano ba yung ating mga desisyon? And finally, kapag medyo gumalaw na tayo, either we verbalize something or meron na tayong ginawa, automatically this will be subjected to the universal law of cause and effect. For the Christian and the Catholic faith, we call it the golden rule. Para naman sa aming mga Hindu, ang tawag dyan ay law of karma. Or simply, science calls it Newton's third law of motion. Simply, this is also the law of cause and effect. Kung anong tinanim, siya ring ating aanihin. So therefore, sa lahat ng mga magtatanong tonight, kapag nagbunot na tayo ng mga questions and maganda naman ang lumabas sa atin, and gusto pa nating ma-improve, pwedeng-pwede. So we will just improve our thoughts, emotions, decisions, and actions. Mas mabilis o mas maganda or mas ingrande ang ating mamamanifest sa blessings. Most especially kung may warnings, huwag tayong matakot. Most especially, hindi pa siya na nangyayari. All we need to do is meow-meow. All we need to do is to shift our energies fully para hindi na siya mag-manifest. Okay? So, I will always say, we will always deliver good news here in our session. Now also, sabi ko nga, minsan yung mga questions natin, imbes na ikaw ang magtatanong, ikaw ang may katanungan, pero ang mga sagot sa ibang energy mahahanap ang kasagutan. And those are like relationship questions. So kung directly hahanapin ko ang energy o ang kasagutan sa ibang tao and wala silang awareness na gagawin ko yon, it's like invasion of privacy, and hindi po yun pwede dahil may karma on my end. So pwede tayo magtanong ng mga questions about relationships or any questions concerning two or more people. Pwede tayo magtanong only if we're going to divide the energies fully. Pag na-divide natin ang energies, kung sino man ang mga kasama or directly involved dun sa ating question, pwede na natin siyang itanong ng walang karma on my end. Pero meron lang tayong konting disclaimer every time po na hinahati natin ng mga energies dun sa ating mga questions, malaki po ang tendency na mabawasan din o hati-hati din ang ating accuracy rate dahil hindi natin kontrolado ang energy ng ibang tao. We can only control our own energy. So therefore, ang pinaka-accurate na energy mababasa natin ay patungkol lamang sa kung ikaw magtatanong sa energy mismo mahahanap ang ating sagot. And we're going to be using our featured tarot for this month. This is Touchstone Tarot. Kamag-anak to nung aking favorite tarot na si Cat Black. Okay, so there are two cards na pwede natin makuha. Major cards, minor cards, you know the drill. Major cards, major blessings, pwedeng major warnings. Minor cards, doon natin makikita yung ating mga effort na ipuput in pa so that we can manifest something greater. Okay? Simulan na natin ang ating session for tonight. Let the Hunger Games begin. Joke lang. Nag-buffet ako kanina. So, ako yung unang sumali sa Hunger Games. So, tignan na natin ang ating... naku po, ang dami po nating entries for tonight. So, kumalma lang po tayo. Okay. Ang dami na kagad entries. Okay. So, and by the way, before we officially start, sabi ko nga, kailangan panoorin natin yung weekly tarot reading natin. So kung hindi pa natin napapanood, by the way, ang energy natin this week, taas-baba po. Okay, marami po tayong mga warnings this week. And these are really needing our full patience and yung pagmamahal natin. So kung di pa natin napapanood, panoorin po natin after the session. Mabilis lang po yan. So, simulan na natin ang ating, tingnan natin kung sino ba yung first natin for tonight. Okay. So, habang ang dami na kasi na-scroll down. So, habang chine-check natin yung ating yung ating first participant for tonight. Okay, wow. Okay. So, habang tinitingnan po natin yung first participant natin. Pasensya na po sa mga, masyado po talaga mahaba ang pila like right now. Sometimes nga you're wondering, gano'n ba kabilis yung mga questions? Yes, alam mo, actually, pwede mo nang ma-scroll yung ngayon, yung mga entries kahit maaga pa po. So, kapag medyo late po tayo nakakapasok o nakakapag-send ng entries, there's really a strong chance na medyo dehado na po yung ating yung pila natin because mahaba po talaga yung pila. But sabi ko nga, wala naman tayong problema sa ganyan dahil next week kapag hindi po tayo napagbigyan ngayon dahil medyo mahaba nga yung pila na, no. Pwede pa naman tayo next week, okay? So, eto na yung ating first participant. Ang sabi naman niya sabi ng wow, ang bueno mano question natin for tonight. Sabi niya, boom to ring. Hindi, joke lang. Hindi nanonood ng Drag Race Philippines, manood kayo ha. Grabe. Ang cute niya, sobra. So, bakit nag-e-explain na kagad yung first participant? Grabe. Akala ko ba magtatanong ka bakit bakit may explanation kagad kung bakit yan yung tanong. Sabi ni may kumakausap ata sa akin habang alam mo tong first participant natin, kumalma ka lang. Sige, itanong na lang natin. Sabi ng ating first participant, love reading for the rest of the year first. Ano ba? Mukhang maraming tanong to. Private session na ba tayo? Para ang dami mong gusto itanong for tonight pero uunahin nga daw natin yung love reading. Okay, sige, unahan natin. Unahan natin ang love reading tong ating first participant. And kaya ako natatawa dahil kakilala ko kasi to. Okay. Sige, galingan natin ha. Parang kanina lang iba yung pinag-uusapan natin tapos biglang love pala ang reading natin. Sige, tingnan natin ha. Ay, Ay sus, si Calabins. Okay, sige. Love reading. So, tatlong cards ang lagi natin kukunin every time we will be getting your energy dahil the first card will resonate. Ano ba yung mga na-invest natin na energies in the past? Yung gitnang card, it will resonate. Ano naman ang energy natin ngayon at saan naman papunta? Yun yung ating last card. So, tignan na natin. Oh, aba, alam mo, well, maganda ang energy natin for love until the rest of this year. Now, there's one major card in this set of cards which is really good. So, 1 out of 3 ang lumabas na ating major cards. Now, syempre, the more major cards, the more chances of winning tayo or mas maraming energy tayong maka-harvest ng blessings, kumbaga. One major card means meron namang blessing. And the first blessing is on the invested energy natin. Ano mga invest natin na energy? Okay, we have the Fool. Okay. Yan, the Fool card is a very meaningful card because this is a card of new beginnings. And I know that ito, sabi ko nga, if this energy is yung energy na na-invest natin, no? So I know for a while you have been processing a lot of many things that you may be wanting to consider a fresh start, you may be wanting to consider a clean slate, you are wanting to consider many things. You are going through this decision because you know that you also want something that would also give you a very good fresh start. That means there are also opportunities for us to learn something, and at the same time, ang gusto talaga nating ma-discover is that happiness that gives and receives. And I know that this is really something na not just very isolated to our first participant, but when we talk about love, and not just love, in any of our life aspects, sabi ko nga, this is a universal law. It's the universal law of cause and effect. Kung anong tinanim siyang aanihin natin. And so, most especially when it comes to love, maganda kasi yung feeling whenever we invest that energy of love and naibabalik din siya sa atin. Kumbaga sa business, meron tayong return of investment. Now, syempre, when we talk about return of investment o yung returns ng pagka-reciprocate ng ating pagmamahal, I want to remind everybody na there will be times that we will be the giver, tayo yung magbibigay talaga ng effort, tayo magbibigay ng pagmamahal, tayo mag-i-invest ng maraming, naku, huwag masyado sa pera. Baka mag-i-invest tayo ng pera. No judgment, pero syempre, kalma-kalma din tayo sa mga investment, okay? Kasi syempre, the more you invest, one way or another, even if you have the capacity to invest these things, it can be something material, it can be something emotional, it can be your time, it can be your service, it can be your devotion sa mga mahal natin sa buhay. Tandaan natin, even if we have the capacity to give all of those, one way or another, syempre, masarap din sa pakiramdam. Alam natin, masarap sa pakiramdam if tayo din ay nasusuklian ng ganyan. Now, you would commonly hear na when you give something, do not expect anything in return. Hindi pa ako masyadong fan ng ng motto na yan. Because as a universal law, alam natin na anything that we give out shall always come back to us. And that's, again, the law of the universe. And in the Bible, di ba, ang tawag natin dyan, golden rule. Golden rule po ang tawag natin dyan. And for us, it's the law of karma para sa aming mga Hindus. So, also for us Filipinos, 'di ba meron tayong very famous safeguard commercial na we focus on kung anong ang basurang tinapon mo babalik din sa iyo. So in short, anything po na ginawa natin, anything na ininvest natin, any energy that we let out, like a boomerang, it shall always find its way back to us energetically through karma. So whatever we invest, most especially with love, there will be times na hindi siya equally masusuklian ng exactly the same form of energy that you invested ng directly kung kanino natin binigay yung energy na yon. Pero hindi po ibig sabihin na kung hindi siya na reciprocate hindi na binabalik yung pagmamahal sa atin. The universe will always find a natural way for us to receive these blessings. Minsan hindi lang po natin masyadong nararamdaman directly kasi sometimes nga ang hinahanap po nating blessing is directly kung saan natin nilaan yung energy na yon. So kung sa aspeto ng love tayo mapagbigay, sometimes ang ini-expect din natin in the form of love or in that aspect of love din mismo babalik yung ating mga blessings. Pero sabi ko nga, hindi necessarily doon lang ibibigay. That's why most especially mapapansin nyo if you are someone very generous in any way, in any of our life aspects, pwede sa pamilya natin, pwede sa mga kaibigan, pwede rin sa mga ibang tao, sa mga less fortunate, pero one way or another, bumabalik sa atin yung mga ganyang magagandang bagay. So we have to also primarily understand that. Now, that being said, hindi po ibig sabihin na whenever we invest any of our energy, nakakalimutan tayo ng Diyos na padalahan ng mga blessings o nakakalimutan tayo padala ng Diyos ng kahit anong form ng pagmamahal. Napapadalahan po tayo. Sometimes lang, hindi natin siya directly nare-receive kung saan din natin siya mismo na-invest. So I have to also say this because sometimes kapag nandito tayo sa ganitong sitwasyon, there will be times, and I've felt it before, na parang feeling natin nakukulangan tayo. Nakukulangan tayo dahil hindi natin exactly maramdaman yung pagpupuno doon sa kung saan mang aspeto ng buhay natin na feeling natin kulang. Pero hindi ibig sabihin walang biyaya ang Diyos sa atin. Hindi ibig sabihin wala tayong nakukuhang pagmamahal. So this is also, and the reason why I'm saying this is that not just again isolated to our current participant, pero the way we would want to open our mind and our heart, the way God blesses us, it should also be equally given the way we observe it in all of our life aspects. Okay? So, para naman sa current energy natin, I know currently we have Four of Swords here, and every time we have tingnan natin na medyo obvious ang itsura ng medyo matabil talaga ang bibig ng ating mga tarot cards. Sorry na. Okay, so eto nga. So every time we get swords in our energy, in our tarot, it can mean two things. It can mean a form of wisdom. It can also be a form of an actual weapon. And this is actually both. And when can wisdom become a weapon? Because remember, when we talk about wisdom, this is not limited to just um, like wisdom when we talk about how wisdom in the academe, okay, so or the knowledge and wisdom, okay. So this is again when we talk about, it can be every form of wisdom is divine, by the way. So it can be anything and everything that resonates that inner knowing. Okay, so when we talk about wisdom, sometimes it can turn into a weapon if we already know, if we have an opportunity when we receive wisdom, okay, when wisdom is given to us and we have an opportunity to discern well. And i-check natin yung intentions natin when we discern, because sometimes yung mga bias natin, sometimes, and I know this is something that I also experience as well, most especially nung tinetrain ko pa lang yung sarili ko na when I'm going to discern, dapat walang bias. And I'm also training myself. When I was starting to embody this wisdom, I was also training myself na okay, kapag magdi-discern ka, dapat walang bias. Okay? So dapat honest tayo when we are going to discern yung ating mga decisions. And while you are working on that, kung halimbawa may at some point meron tayong kaunting bias sa pagdi-discern ng ating mga ng bagay-bagay, there's a strong tendency talaga na maiba yung intention natin because mahahaluan siya ng bias. And kapag naiiba yung intention natin, maiiba na rin yung possible na the way we understand things. Okay? And the way we absorb things. Kasi nga, nahahaluan ng bias. And not just bias in a sense that you're just going to take one sides, but somehow we already know what is meant to happen, or we already are aware of the situation, but we still allow the situation to inflict pain and suffering sa atin. So in short, remember, here is something that we have to always remember. Anything outside of us, people, experiences outside of us and outside of our control, hindi talaga natin siya mahahawakan. Ang tanging bagay na kaya nating hawakan is how we respond, how our reactions are. So, therefore, if we are discerning and we find the balance na hindi tayo nagkakaroon ng bias every time na magde-discern tayo ng mga decision natin, and at the same time, meron na tayong awareness. May awareness tayo of the situation and how possibly you can use this opportunity to respond with so much love or the opposite, pero we still know we didn't choose love, then there's a tendency that it can possibly hurt us. Okay? So remember in these situations, and I know, again, sabi ko nga, it can be easier said than done, most especially if you're hearing this from me right now. But I myself, hindi ako magbibigay ng hindi ko na-apply sa sarili ko. And I'm telling you, as I was getting my rhythm on this, there are many times din kasi na talagang I really need to keep experiencing a lot before I finally learn this lesson. But in the end, alam natin what we can choose. Alam natin na we can choose love. We can choose to love, we can choose to respond with love, but there are times that we are just not mindfully choosing it, no matter what our intentions are, no matter what circumstances are also, kumaga, one of the things that we are considering when we're going to respond according to the situation. But I'm telling you, kung hindi pa natin masyadong napapractice yung piliin, yung intentions natin, to anchor ourselves with love every time we're going to respond, it can be a perfect opportunity to try now. Kasi sabi ko nga, if hindi natin i-anchor yung sarili natin sa love every time that we respond, kung anong tinanim siyang aanihin. In short, again, if yun ang naging response natin, walang pagmamahal, hindi natin in-anchor yung sarili natin sa pagmamahal, babalik at babalik din sa atin yan. Which in the end will inflict more pain. Which in the end can possibly make the situation more challenging. And ano ba talaga ang goal natin? Every time meron tayong kailangan ayusin sa buhay natin. That's the thing. Kailangan ang goal natin is ayusin, not to make it worse. Ang goal natin is to understand the lesson as well. So we focus on the learning and to understand it more by allowing wisdom to flow. Paano siya magfo-flow sa atin? Let's always be truthful and walang bias every time tayo gumagawa ng mga desisyon. Where it's leading, I'm telling you, this is only a phase. I want to tell you that right now, I want to still say na wala namang walang change. Walang change when it comes to when it comes to um the person the person that you are alam kasi yung nung participant yung yung sinasabi ko dito. So I still see a very good possibility na even if you are wanting to start anew, I still see na things will be back as it is, because this is what the future until the end of the year is saying. You have the Six of Cups. O, di ba? So, ang sinasabi ng Six of Cups natin, at the end of the year, pwede ka mamili. Pwede kang magkaroon ng bangs, pwede rin expose mo lang yung natin. Pwedeng walang bangs like me. Hindi, joke lang. Joke lang. Medyo maganda rin yung okay ba ako may huwag tayo mag-bangs, okay? Joke lang. Look at this. So every time we have cups, this is an energy that resonates celebration or emotions. But this is clearly a lot of celebrations. No matter what you're going through right now, and no matter what you have to experience, it still leads to this. Okay? It still leads to this. And that's not necessarily a bad thing. Remember, love will always be love, and love will never. Sometimes kasi 'di ba in a modern day, parang mas mag-grasp natin ang isang bagay or the whole experience in the whole situation. Us human beings right now in the modern age, we tend to create a lot of opportunities para maiba yung mga meaning ng mga bagay-bagay. So, minsan sinasabi natin, yung when we talk about just as simple as happiness, okay? We talk about happiness. Some of you may say, yeah, I'm happy. Happy but ganito, okay? Happy but sucks lang. Happy but not fulfilled. Happy but hanging on. We will always find a way para lang mag-grasp natin ng sitwasyon. We have tendencies to really add more words to express para lang ma-describe how we truly are doon sa other words, so somehow making it a little complicated. Wherein happiness is happiness and sadness is also sadness. So in short, kailangan when we are also discerning things and when we are wanting to stay truthful with our discernment, and it's as easy as being ready to accept no matter what the truth is. When you're ready to accept what the truth is, when you're ready to accept na, oo nga, this may be something that I need to work on, and you're ready to accept that, then that's a blessing right there. Because sabi ko nga, hindi naman lahat ng tao will be equally ready right away to absorb these blessings, or to absorb the truth, or to face the truth, or to finally accept na this is ang taas, but this is the truth, di ba? And I'm saying the same thing for myself. There are many things that I have to unlearn as a person. There are many things na kailangan kong baguhin sa sarili ko, and I allowed it. And that's the beauty of all people. Not just, it's not isolated sa akin. It's not just isolated for people who are in the spiritual path. Every single person can go through it, whether you're spiritual or hindi. You just need to ask yourself, are you ready for some change? Because remember, if hindi tayo nagbago, we are bound to get the same thing. We are bound to get the same ending. If we want a new beginning, that should entail we should be ready to have courage to start anew, courage to courage to face what you need to, and to work on it honestly. Now, I know these can be things that right now, most especially right now, can be too much to handle kasi kilala ko kasi itong ano natin, itong first participant. And I'm telling you na as much as easy as me giving this advice, kapag ikaw yung nandun sa sitwasyon na yan, kapag ikaw yung nakakaranas ng marami at minsan sabay-sabay, there will be times na you would feel overwhelmed. So you have to acknowledge it's overwhelming. You have to acknowledge that. But I also remind you that you have strong tools to use. Iba kasi yung clueless tayo. Iba yung clueless tayo kung anong next move natin. Iba yung clueless tayo kung anong gagawin natin. But here I am telling you that you can, because you have the tools to use. You just have to use them. You can pray, you can meditate, you can take some time off so that you can assess things. But you have to move. We all have to move. At some point, we may allow pause to happen because it's also essential, but it's a pause, it's not a stop. So allow yourself to move after. Rest so that you can recover and gain that strength that you need. But after that, laban ulit. Dahil after all, hindi nga tayo pinalaki ng sex bomb dancers para bumawi lang. Dapat laban-laban. Okay? All in all, I'm gonna tell you that this is literally just a phase, and this is really something that's meant to improve. So look forward into it, and knowing that with according your energy, it's really meant to be in a very favorable na position, and look forward into it, and that gives you another form of inspiration and motivation for you to finally move when you already can. Okay? Thank you for joining Tarot Tuesdays. So, medyo nako, love ang ating first for tonight. But good evening, everybody. My name is Marky Mendoza. I'm a Reiki master and teacher, and an intuitive tarot reader and teacher. And this is Tarot Tuesdays, your official Tuesday night habit. Kumakagano naman tayo. But yeah, ay, ang dami ng chismisan dyan. I want to say hello muna to everybody. Oh my gosh, all the way from Singapore. Hello, Mary Zai. Thank you so much for joining us tonight. And namaskaram din Angel. Thank you so much for joining. Ay, Rain, the Princess of Mega World. Good evening, good evening. And shout out sa buong Team Rain. I know you're all enjoying in Unwind. Hello, shout out to everybody. Grabe yung mga pictorial. Grabe din. Napaka-revealing. Okay. Okay. So, yes, Angel, meron, anong sinasabi natin dyan? Bakit? Ano yung self-sabotaging dyan? Grabe, kalma lang. Okay, kalma lang. Okay, so habang hinahanap na natin yung ating next participant, kung hindi pa natin napapanood yung weekly tarot reading natin, it's perfect time for us to read that kasi this week's energy medyo taas and baba. And para mas prepared tayo, lalong-lalo na sa weekend, sa coming weekend, wag po tayong padalos-dalos sa ating mga damdamin. Okay, strong warning. This weekend, kalma po. So kung hindi nyo pa napapanood yung weekly tarot reading natin, panoorin natin after this. And also, we have a lot of winners. Total of 15 lucky winners will be going home with a lot of prizes for tonight. So kung gusto ninyong manalo, stay tuned. And syempre, kung kailangan wait lang, anong i-share natin na yung sa yung anong i-share natin pag gusto nilang sumali for tonight? Yung yung bago na. Okay, sige. So, para kung gusto nating manalo for tonight, kung gusto natin mag-participate sa ating session for tonight, ang gagawin lang natin is na-suspend kasi yung yung Kamala Pearls last time. So, this time naman yung we have a new account. It's Trimati. Trimati Jewelry. So, Trimati, kung anong big cash sharing bye-bye. Trimati Jewelry in Instagram. So, just go to at Trimati Jewelry. Let me just type it here na nga lang din. Okay. Okay, at Trimati Jewelry. Double L yung jewelry, hindi naman. Okay, okay. Ayan, at Trimati Jewelry. And then, mag-share lang tayo in our news feeds or in our story ng any of the posts ng mga pearls natin. Share nyo na lang to kasi this is my favorite kasi ako yung bumili niya. So this is a golden South Sea pearl. So share, and then yung ating punchiner, please take a screenshot and then send to our Facebook page. Later on, we have 15 winners to share. Okay. Hi, Nora. This is my first time to be on your channel. Thank you, Nora. Nice to see you. Hope you can share the live video as well. Nice to see you. Where are you from, by the way? Naku, papalaban tayo sa English. Okay. Okay. So, next question na tayo. Okay. So, namaskaram din. Now, shared your live na po. Thank you so much. Okay. Just want guidance on my love life. I've known this guy for more than 6 months na. It's totally platonic, pero I've been developing a deep infatuation towards him. Would it be would it be a good move to confess my feelings? I can sense that he's not interested, but I just want to take it off my chest. You know what? With or without getting the cards, if it's something that it's already taking a lot of your energy, and if we are also hindi pa nga nag-uumpisa, parang napupunuan ka na ng discouragement. You're already starting to feel a lot of discouragement because judging from the way the question was positioned, it's really more on the helpless side. You feel a little too helpless about what you're feeling for one, but you're also feeling hopeless. Okay? But here's one good question. Are you really, because it really feels like the way everything is positioned, you are wanting to take this huge risk. You're wanting to take this huge risk if you confessing how you feel towards the person is something that would lead to favorable. You're trusting it can be favorable, or it can lead to the opposite, because remember, that's how risks are. It can lead you to those things. But remember, the first question is, how willing are you? How willing are you? Because getting the energy of the cards is just the tip of the iceberg. Pag malaman natin whether it's good or bad, let's say it's good, are you still going to be willing? Are you willing to take that further step for you to confess or for you to express how you feel towards the person? Because it doesn't matter what the cards will say, but your willingness to express it. And also, for me, these are very, very sensitive. These are very sensitive questions that I don't want you to feel more discouraged should we not get a favorable response. Kasi sabi mo nga, if you are already feeling strongly about this person and you are wanting to let it out, you are wanting to get it off your chest. And if with the current energy it may not be so favorable, that means that strong feeling would still linger. That strong feeling would continuously linger, and it may also grow into something else. So in the end, every single time, I want to remind everybody that our body is really amazing. So every single time, whatever we process in our thoughts and whatever emotions we feel, our body just absorbs that. So when we process good things, our body processes and absorbs good energy. When we also process and absorb the opposite, our body absorbs the opposite, which definitely leads to illnesses. And that's the same reason why there are times when we go visit the doctor when we're not feeling well, and we're gonna ask what's the cause of this. Most of our doctors would lead us to saying that it's stress induced. But again, remember, what are the causes of stress? I'm saying this because the way you position the question is as if this is already bothersome for you. Most especially, this has been going on for the last 6 months. Imagine the kind of energy that you're allowing your body to absorb. And I want to to remind you that you are only looking at one aspect of your life. You are only looking at your love aspect. And you are not only a person who just has one life aspect. Just like many of us, we wear several caps. We're a parent, let's say, or at least the you're either a son or a daughter, you're a friend, a best friend, and a partner, a lover. You're also an employee, or you're a business owner. We wear many caps in a day, and these are all the aspects that we are needing to fulfill. So remember, we are we fulfill many roles, but we just have one body. So that means in any of these life aspects, if majority of the life aspects are processing and absorbing good energy, then very good. But if there are other life aspects that we don't get to process good energy, we still absorb it because it's still just one body. So that's the reason why in all of our life aspects, we are needing to find the balance in everything. So I want to help you, but I don't want to discourage you in letting this energy linger. I want you to find it inside of your heart, no matter what the cards are going to show you. Are you willing to express it? Are you willing to share it? And are you also willing to take that risk? Because remember, it doesn't end with knowing what the energy is. And remember, this is the current energy. This is just the current energy. And also at the same time, expressing this is just, just like the second step. The next step is the readiness for you to get the answer. How ready are you to get the answer? How willing are you as well to accept no matter what the answers will be? So these are many things. These are many things that you need to consider. So make sure every single time that you are wanting, not just for our current participant, but for everybody else watching as well. Oh, by the way, we're Nora's watching all the way from Russell, um, Missouri. Nice to see you. That means okay. So that means I'll be speaking in English so that Nora can also get it. So thank you, Nora. But of course, for you, I'm going to speak English for you, so don't worry. So yes. So let me know if my blood is starting to drip here because if I'm nose blooding, I'm sorry. Okay. So still, just to sing it lang. I think I'm willing to take the risk. Medyo heavier. Okay, very good that you're willing to take that risk. Okay, so at least that's clear. Clear that you're willing to take that risk. So no matter what the cards will tell us, again, this is only the tip of the iceberg. I want you every single time that you're going to consider this, I want you to include a lot of preparations, including not just, and I also don't want you to see it just as a way for you to set yourself for failure. Okay, it's not really just that. Look at this as a way for you to help yourself. Find the courage so that you can finally let it out no matter what the cards will bring, because after all, remember, we are only we're only reading half of the energy here, okay? Because, but wait, let's see. Or maybe we can just focus your energy on this. So let's see what will happen if you confess. Let's see. So the question will be, what will happen if you confess or express your feelings towards the person? Let's see. Okay. So this is solely according to your energy. Now, if this is really just according to your energy, you would get to know how your energy will be processed while you go through this decision making. Okay, so let's see. I'll get three cards for you. Okay. 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 Okay, I have three minor cards here. Now, for the first one, this is the energy that you've invested in the past, or how all of the energies that you are processing in your mind and your emotions and the decisions, and how you finally got the courage to ask me this question. This is the card. So we have a Four of Cups, and every time we have cups, this is a resonating energy of either it can be a celebration, or it can also be a form of emotion. But this is Okay, this is actually both. Okay, this is actually both. There were times that you're wanting to, because I mean, after all, being with the person for the last 6 months, whether you have a clear label or not, that's spending time with the person for 6 months. And I'm pretty sure one way or another, you see the blessing in this. Whether you have a clear title or a clear label as to what kind of relationship you are with, but at least you get to spend time with the person for the last 6 months, or at least get to talk to the person for the last 6 months. And I'm pretty sure one way or another, you see that as a blessing because it is. So one good thing to absorb here is that no matter where this leads to, at least you were able to spend 6 months with the person. And I believe one way or another, that's still a blessing. No matter if this is something that leads to the fulfillment of you being together officially or not, I'm pretty sure you were able to find the blessing in that and to enjoy that moment. Now I know one of the reasons as well that you are wanting to reconsider this, because every single time that you also share this with your friends and with your loved ones, you've been getting the same thing. You've been getting the same encouragement that it's just as easy as you expressing it, and for you to just brace yourself no matter what the response will be. But I'm telling you, the real blessing here is not just about what the answer is, but it's about how you get to help yourself in this process. Because it can be this right now about the love aspect, but remember, this is something that you can also apply in all of your life aspects. I mean, if there are things that you wanted to take action to, or if there are things that you want or need to manifest, but all it takes is for you to be courageous enough or to gather the strength for you to take action or to take those first few steps. I'm telling you, if you're able to rise above from this, I mean, you can apply the same thing in all of the things that you feel a little too scared to engage, a little too fearful and doubtful. So look at it. Remember, again, this can be just one aspect of your life, but this is still your life. So anything that you will learn here is something that you can apply in all of your aspects. And this is really what the blessing of this card is about. Now, should you express it? And I'm telling you that you can express it. Well, it's a very good card. It's 10 of Cups. See, as you can see, there's a rainbow. There's a rainbow of celebrations there. There's a rainbow cup celebrating. And I'm telling you that if you're going to express it, one thing is for sure, at least number one, that's another one thing that you're one less thing to worry about, one less thing to keep lingering in your mind. Because remember, this is just one aspect of your life, and you have a career and you have other things to also balance in your life. And every single time that you allow yourself to free yourself from these possible things that can also tip off the balance, it's a very good step for you to help yourself. Every single time that you take steps to help yourself, you are also owning your life to be in a more favorable situation. Because no matter how the journey unfolds, you get to express and to enjoy the situation by embracing, okay, this is a celebration for me, then I will celebrate. Okay, this may turn out as something at the opposite, then what can I learn here? So everything will always lead to a blessing. And remember, the least thing you would also want to happen is to limit yourself. If you feel like if it's not going to give you a favorable result, then why limit yourself? I mean, it's a very vast world out there. You could have given yourself a bigger opportunity elsewhere or with somebody else. So remember, if you're going to let it out, I'm going to tell you that this is something that would help primarily you to free yourself finally. This is mostly for you. It's going to allow you, when you do, and this leads to you expressing it. When you're going to express it, in which the cards will agree, it will be many celebrations, because you would finally realize that it's literally just easy. It can be as creative, and you don't need to lose your inhibition on this. You don't need drinks or to do anything just to lose your inhibition. It's just as easy as you being honest by the moment. And the more that you're just ready to just express it, the faster that you can help yourself. Okay? But let me tell you where this leads. Where this leads is leading to a little obvious The card already says a lot. Okay, so you expressing this is where it leads. Okay, once you're able to express it, we have the Ten of Swords. So it's a little too obvious. Okay, so the swords represents either a form of wisdom, it can be a form of weapon as well, but this is a little too challenging for me, but it's a little quite obvious. So here's the thing. So again, now that we've seen the energies of the cards and you confirming that no matter what the cards will be, you're ready to express it, then here are the energies. The cards may not necessarily agree with a favorable response. Now, if you're going to express it still, this is bound to happen. So that means there can be an opportunity for you to feel pain. And I'm not gonna lie, I mean, having ten swords here, it may not necessarily feel that smooth. But remember, this is also part of the process. Why? Because you also allowed 6 months for this to grow. And had it been had it been a decision early on for you to address this early on, it would have been lesser. It would have been lesser. But remember, you are meant to go through this perfect scenario that we have right now. And I'm saying it's perfect not because it's, even if we may not see that it's 100% favorable. Why I'm saying it's perfect, the sequence has to be perfectly done in such a way how it unfolded. Because if this is the way for you to learn something, then it has to be this way. And I'm telling you, and I'm not saying this because I'm not in that situation, because I've been there many times before as well. And it's just a matter of me being willing to accept, me being willing to accept the truth, me being willing to accept what I can do to the situation and focusing on what I can do instead of focusing on what I cannot do. Remember, you are doing this primarily so that you can help yourself. Not just to move forward, but to help yourself to grow that strength and courage for you to face what you need to and be bold enough to also work on no matter what the outcome will be. Because it doesn't mean that it's not working on our favor. It doesn't mean that we didn't learn something. It doesn't mean that it's not a blessing anymore. What it literally means is that no matter what we need to go through, the wisdom that we're going to gain, and by applying these lessons in the future, this shall become a strong blessing. But remember, as we speak, while you're going through it, it may not necessarily feel like it's a blessing yet. So remember, again, you letting it out is just the tip of the iceberg. You literally learning on how you will work on not having the same situation in the future is the real blessing here. In short, you've already known how it feels for you to just keep your feelings from within and to not express it fully and to literally hide it or not express it fully, wherein you'd know the possible effects. So this can be a very good opportunity so that in the future, if you find yourself in a similar situation, you'd know better and you'd choose better. Okay, pray, pray, and allow yourself to go through this, because we all go through these things so that we can become wiser and better in the future, and you deserve to be better as well. Okay, thank you for joining Tarot Tuesdays. So, my name is Marky Mendoza. I'm a Reiki master and teacher, also an intuitive tarot reader and teacher, and welcome to Tarot Tuesdays. So, if you want to participate in our session, all you need to do is to share the live video and take a screenshot of this. And you can share it in your newsfeed and your stories, no matter which social media platform you're using. And make sure that when you're done, take a screenshot of that and please send to our Facebook page. It's Everyday Reiki with Marky, and then we will answer your questions one question at a time, first come, first serve basis. If you haven't watched our weekly tarot reading, every Sunday I provide a weekly reading providing you with all the energies of the week. So we have released this energy for this week, and it's a little shaky. I'm gonna be honest with that. It's a little up and down energy for our week. Most especially, we're transitioning to another month. So if you haven't watched our weekly tarot reading, please watch it after our session. 15 lucky winners will win a lot of prizes after this session. So we will be allotting the last 15 minutes for our raffle draw. It's our monthly draw. All the winners, all the participants from July, August, and tonight's participants will all be included in our raffle draw. Thank you very much. Handa na akong masakta. Grabe shot. Okay, kalma ka lang, grabe. Grabe siya, okay. Laban, okay. Okay. Okay, so next, let's check our next participant. Okay, here we go. Our next participant, ayan, abangers po kami. Very good. Okay. Good evening, Master. I'm venturing into a new business. Wow. So, need an extra income for the family. May I ask for the energy for this new business of trying to help people achieve their dreams and help their families? Thanks in advance po. Sure. All for a very good cause. I mean, every single time that not whenever you find a career that also helps others, it makes it more fulfilling, and I'm really happy that these are the kinds of ventures that we're wanting to go through, and I'm very very excited for you as well. So let's see what the business venture is going to bring. Let's Ooh, okay. 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 One out of three major cards. So I'd say it's good. I say it's good. Now this is the current energy, and actually the invested energy is where you get the major card. And for me, this is also good. Now we have the Emperor. So I know the Emperor is just like the energy of a king. I know that this is something that you're feeling too confident, because I know that you are also meant for this. In short, this venture you're very much comfortable. You're very comfortable to do, you're very comfortable to execute. Andiyan pa ba si ano, ang hirap na mag-English, andiyan ba? Nora, are you still watching? Because my nose is blooding. So if you're there, pakigalaw yung baso, Nora. If you're not there, oo, para ang hirap kasi nose blood na ako, guys. Send help. Send help to 2366. Okay. Nora. Is Nora watching? Hi, Nora. Nora McFall from Missouri. Are you there? If you're there, you move the glass like that. Wala. Wala. Okay, guys, paano ng Tagalog? Okay. Grabe si Nora. Nahihirapan ako sa English. Okay. So, sabi ko nga, okay naman yung energy ng Emperor card natin, because the Emperor card sets the level of comfort. And that's most important if you're going to do something new. You have to do, and di ba mas maganda yung magsa-start tayo ng venture that we are comfortable to do it. That we're comfortable to do it kasi gamay na natin. In short, the adjustment phase, the adjustment period, it won't take much of our energy. But it's fairly different if you're going to start from scratch. It's fairly different if you're starting from zero. You're going to learn, unlearn, and relearn many things. But this card is telling you the opposite. So that means you're comfortable doing this. So that's very good. Very good for a very good start, because at least when it comes to the adjustment phase, all you need to do is just keep motivating yourself to keep doing it consistently. Now, the next two cards are the minor cards, but it's a very clear answer from what I see. So the next cards are resonating the same. So we have the Two of Wands here. So the every time we get ones, it's an energy that resonates hard work and effort. I'm going to tell you that you may be feeling a lot of comfort doing this, but this to set your expectation, this would entail a lot of your energy. It will consume a lot of your energy. It would take time and effort, and this is going to give. Okay. So if you're going to if well the way I see it, for you to establish your level of comfort with the current energy, I'm seeing 2 years. So in short, you're gonna have to go through the next 2 years ups and downs and be ready to accept it and be ready to go through it. So but after the second year, you will get your rhythm, and that's when you see the exponential progress. But for me, if you're willing to go through it for the next 2 years, you're willing to get your hands dirty and gusto mo lang siyang ilaban ng ilaban without second guessing if this is really going to yield blessings, remember kung anong tinanim siyang aanihin. But right now, the reason why these are mostly minor cards, because hindi pa natin nauumpisahan. So all there is for you to expect that this is gonna entail a lot of effort, and you will have to be very very creative in executing this if you're wanting to focus on this. This means you'd really need to be more creative to also extend your efforts. And these experiences would also remind you na while you are waiting for the blessings na mag-push talaga siya na mag-peak yung progress ng blessings natin, I want you to know that, remember, if you enjoy what you're doing, it won't feel that you are exerting a lot of effort, most especially if you're enjoying it. So it would really just feel like you're doing it because you love what you're doing and you're enjoying what you're doing, which is very important. Sabi ko nga, we should be making decisions that anything that leads to happiness and fulfillment, hindi ka magdadalawang isip na gawin yun. Kasi you're doing it because you're happy to do it. And you're fulfilled doing it while you're feeling the happiness. So if this answers those, if it leads to happiness and fulfillment, by all means, just do it. I'm telling you, at the end of this, it's it's still gonna be one. So the second and the third card is the one. That means there's really consistently a lot of effort, but it becomes better little by little. So I want you na, yes, this is a very good, the energy that you, the way you anticipate this, the way you're seeing this, or the way you're also parang kinakalkula natin yung mga possibilities. Pag itong gagawin ko, ano, saan ito pwede mapunta? I know you're very confident on this, and that's important as well, because sabi ko nga, gamay mo naman siya. I mean, you know, no one can question your own capacity. So I know you know your capacity as well. So focus on that and make sure that you're happily doing this, and this makes you feel fulfilled at the end of the day. And then that's the same thing that you just need to keep doing over and over until finally, this is again, wala ka pang ini-invest na energies. Hindi mo pa kasi nasisimulan. Pero kapag nasimulan mo na, and this is something that you do consistently, and mas lalo mong dinadamihan yung energy ng happiness and ng fulfillment every time you do so, I'm telling you, it would take lesser than 2 years for you to get your rhythm, or for you to receive yung level of comfort na. So, just be very consistent in your charity work as well, because sabi ko nga, if we are wanting to manifest greater blessings, and then that we should also be willing to invest on blessings ourselves. Charity work is a perfect opportunity for that. You can also, anong maganda niyan, you can also, depending on the business actually, ano ba ang nature ng business natin, but if it's helping others, maganda din yan ng ano, maganda yan ng Saturday. Maganda yung for the Lord of Karma, every Saturday yon. So mag-donate tayo ng charity, or mag-charity work tayo every Saturday for the Lord of Karma to be pleased. Okay? You can also do Wednesdays, because Wednesdays is for Lord Ganesh, the Lord of Wisdom, and the remover of obstacles, so that obstacles will be removed. And very good kasi ang Wednesday for businesses. So you can do charity work on Wednesday and Saturday. Okay. Recruitments for OFW. So that means, recruitment. Maybe ano maganda ng anong araw na recruitment?
Agencies, air element, kasi palabas.
Pwede siya ng... Actually, Mars yun.
Tuesday. Monday and Tuesday. Oo nga, no? Mars, kasi oo nga, no? Mars. Labor, effort, right? So, dapat either Monday or Tuesday. Pero sabi ko nga, even if, in short, when we direct our charity work on the day that's most appropriate, it would yield the blessings. Pero may say, every opportunity that you can to share your blessings, most especially, hindi naman siya limited to just material things. Any form of kindness and love that we can share willingly towards others is a very good way for God to send us blessings. Just keep sending blessings, okay? And it will also help mas mag-propel pa yung ating business venture, okay? So yun lamang, and thank you for joining the Tuesdays. Yes, okay. Okay, so anong oras na? Okay, marami pa tayong time. Remember, 15 winners, 15 lucky winners of workshop passes from courtesy of Celestial Blue. So we will have Crystal Work for Modern Living. This is going to happen this Saturday. And on Sunday morning, we will have Emotional Healing class that's going to happen. This weekend, lahat ng winners natin, participants rather, and winners in July and August, including tonight's session, lahat kayo pwedeng sumali. So, para makasali tayo, punta lang tayo. Ayan, nakalagay tayo dyan. So, Trimati Jewelry in Instagram, at Trimati Jewelry. Mag-share lang tayo in our newsfeed or sa ating stories, any of the pearls. Okay, this is a golden South Sea pearl. So yan, so that's an example of what you will get. And also, syempre, while you're visiting the Instagram account, take time to also check our pearls there. They're ranging from investment pieces like South Sea pearls, or if you're just wanting to start your journey with pearls, which by the way, bagay na bagay. Okay, so you can also try freshwater pearls first, and all of the pearls you will be getting comes with a certificate to also show the authenticity of our pearls. Okay, so also panoorin natin yung weekly tarot reading natin because medyo taas baba ang energy natin this week. Okay, so next na po tayo ngayon. Okay, let's see. Ay, wow. Okay. Okay, so here we go. Good evening po. Ask ko lang po sana if kung ano po yung energy ng new apartment namin ng brother ko. Any tips po para maging positive lang po ang energy ng apartment? So very good of course dahil itong next participant natin is also my student. Syempre lagi nating i-reiki natin. No matter what the past energy of the apartment, since may reiki tayo, we need to keep using it by the way. And another very good tip, even without getting the cards, because the tips is really, teka, I won't, anong tawag dito, for the apartment, kasi, instead of me just getting cards, kasi parang it won't matter much what the past energy of the apartment is, kasi you can change it. You can definitely change it, and these are the tips. So primarily, never miss out on using your healing energy because Reiki will always not just cleanse or clear out not so good energies, but it attracts the same energy as well. So never miss out on using Reiki, but of course remember, lalong-lalo na meow meow, di ba? Lalong-lalo na you mentioned that you're gonna be living with your brother. Tandaan, no, dalawa kayo nagpa-process ng energy dyan. And no matter what energy you process, that's securing your energy. And then we have to also watch out for the brother's energy. Kasi nga, kung napakaganda ng energy that you're generating, that you're bringing, you also attract the same. But ano naman yung energy na pinaprocess ng brother? So, if he's processing a good energy, you attract the same. Pero kung hindi, imagine mo, magkaka-push and pull yan. So the tip is to live in harmony. Okay? Live in harmony with the brother with so much love and understanding. And at the same time, syempre, the mindfulness that you have to both process good energy at the same time. You maintain that, of course, kasi it doesn't mean that you're able to have good energy for the first week, for the first month. But if the mindfulness will not be focused on the following week or the following month, it's bound to change. So in short, just be very mindful of the energies that you both stress ang dalawa. Yes. Maka-stress naman. Dapat, syempre, kung sino nakatira, dapat yun yung mga energies ninyo, yung ating iniisip lagi. And the more you focus on the good energies, you attract the same. And syempre, sabi ko nga, it doesn't guarantee na smooth sailing ang ganyan. Because again, that's what life is about. So no matter what you both need to process, what energies you need to go through, and rather experiences that you both need to go through, and the energies that come with it, remember that you have the ability to focus on love, kindness. Okay? So the more you focus on love and kindness, the more that you get to attract all of that. In short, I will, instead of us focusing in the old energy, I just want you to focus that you have the ability to make the energy better just by using your Reiki every time and consistently. Okay? So, galingan mo. And I can also, as a gift for you, pwede mo namang i-ano sa akin yan. Pwede mo namang i-message sa akin yan. And then, I can also send additional good juju and good energy. Okay? So, thank you for joining Tarot Tuesdays. Okay, so next muna tayo para marami tayong matulungan for tonight. Okay. Oh, wow. Now, okay. So, and meron din tayong, teka lang, may participant din tayo. Okay, sandali. Meron ding, tonight is August 3rd. Ayan. Okay. So, yung next participant naman natin, sabi niya, namaskaram master, namaskaram din. And sabi niya, I miss you po. I miss you din. Grabe siya. Sabi niya, Master, gusto ko po sana malaman kung nasa right path ba ako ngayon or naliligaw ako. Okay. Alam mo, even without getting the cards, I would not say na naliligaw tayo. So, whatever path you're going through right now, I'm telling you, it's the right path. Hindi ka naliligaw. Why? Because whatever situation we all need to go through is actually just one life that we are living. We are not living other people's lives. So long as we are living our own life, that is the path. And so that means, as we are living our own life, we are meant to discover the beauty of life and the ups and downs because that's what makes it beautiful. I say it's still beautiful with the ups and downs kasi hindi nga siya isang matabang na putahe lamang na parang matamis lang or maalat lang o maasim lang. It's a flavorful life. And that's what makes us very lucky and blessed. Kasi hindi tayo isang hindi ganun ka-boring ang ating mga experiences sa buhay. We have a lot of mix of good experiences which allows us to discover a lot of ways for us to learn in every situation. Di ba, Kala Beans? Come here. Oh, what's that? What's that? Oh, you want to say hello? You say hello to everyone. Okay, yan. Ay, shush, very good. Oh, look at this baby boy. Want to say hello to everybody, telling everybody to, magpipray ka mo kay Lord Ganesh. Ayaw ng airtime. Ay, shush. Wag yung cards, anak. Grabe siya. Okay, stay there. Yan, stay there. Stay there. Okay. Para kami toddler. Okay. So, I want to tell everybody, and then again, this is not just isolated dun sa ating current participant. I'm saying the same thing to everybody. Don't ever think that we're lost. Don't ever think that we are. No matter what situation you're needing to go through, that is the path that you're supposed to go through. Hindi natin iiwasan yan because this is what our life is about. And so if you are meant to go through blessings, also, syempre, that's also the right path. Diba? Hindi ko sasabihin may blessing ka, ay naliligaw ka din. Hindi. Because you are meant to experience that as well. You are meant to experience all the highs and lows so that you would know primarily what the differences are. You have to experience blessings so that you would know how blessings would feel. And you have to equally know how life challenges and life lessons are needed to be processed because life is not making you a little less in short, life is training you. Life is training you na no matter what you need to go through, there is always wisdom that awaits. And that's a beautiful thing. Hindi tayo bibigyan ng isang bagay na parang wala rin naman tayo matututunan. I mean, that's not the kind of life that we're supposed to live. Just like how sometimes iniisip natin, di ba, school can be very tough din. I mean, learning these new things every time, lalo na nung bata tayo. Bakit ba kailangan natin ng calculus? Ba't ba kailangan natin ng algebra? Ba't ba kailangan natin ng mga ganyang bagay? And sometimes we question all of that. But in the end, remember when we were in school and how happy it still is, no matter how challenging the lessons are. It's still a happy experience after all. So I want you to also feel the same because here after school we are still learning what the real lessons of life is. And when we are able to go through it and we are happy to go through it no matter what the ups and downs are about, in the end we will feel very happy and grateful about the experience. And we may not necessarily agree on this right away or right now because most especially kung meron tayong pinagdadaanan. But in time when you're done with this, di ba, nakakatawa na lang minsan isipin, pagdaanan ko yon. O kaya, ganun pala yung ginawa ko. Kaya, ganun pala yung kailangan ko pagdaanan. It's really meant for us to go through all these. And the more we are allowing ourselves to learn, the more wisdom we get to grow. And the more na mas nagiging maganda yung mga discernment process natin, and it would lead to many blessings. So be willing to go through it and be happy to go through it. And ako nga alam mo yun, may mga life lessons naman tayo na madali namang i-resolve, di ba? Alam na natin. So that means natutunan na natin yung wisdom. Natutunan na natin yung workaround. And you know what? You'll be surprised na these are not gonna be the same lessons that you will be needing to face in the future because natutunan mo na siya natutunan mo na siya. But you are now going to embrace new forms of learnings in which you may feel like you need to start from scratch and to learn and relearn many things so that you can make room for more wisdom to grow. And that's what the beauty of this life is. So hindi tayo kinukulangan ng mga opportunities para mag-improve. Lahat 'yan binibigay sa atin para mag-improve, hindi para pahirapan tayo. I mean, when our parents sent us to the best schools na pwede nilang ibigay para sa atin, their intentions is for us to be equipped with the knowledge and wisdom. And hindi naman tayo umuuwi pag ang hirap ng algebra, ng calculus, trigonometry, 'di ba? Okay ng chemistry. Okay, hindi naman okay ng physics. So, ako lang pala, lahat pala ng mga reklamo kong subjects, 'di ba? Ako lang pala. But I mean, yeah, I've gone through that as well. Kahit na hindi ko favorite yung mga subjects na yan when I go home, I don't blame my mom for giving me a headache sa school because hindi ko matutunan yung kailangan ko matutunan. In the end, we know that our parents are trying their best, giving their best for us to have good quality education, only for us to be equipped in real life. God as well. He didn't create these experiences and these scenarios only for us to feel that we are meant to have pain and suffering in this lifetime. In the end, we are meant to learn something. So allow yourself to learn and never deprive yourself from any form of learning. Thank you for joining Tarot Tuesdays. Okay? Yes, may mga ano na tayo dyan. So, oh my gosh! Ladies and gentlemen, si Ariana Grande is here. Si Aris, no? Andyan na naman si Ariana. Okay. So, si Alicia. Hello, Alicia. This is my first time. Wait lang. Okay, so, Naku, may mapapalaban na naman tayo sa English. Mukhang nakarating tayo sa America. So thank you sa nag-share sa US. Ha? Okay. Grabe siya, yung mga chismisan sa US. Okay na nangyari. Okay, so next question na tayo. By the way, while we're getting our next participant, if you want to win ng ating prizes, makahabol sa ating mga raffle for tonight because we have the monthly draw, all you need to do, pumunta lang tayo sa Trimati Jewelry. It's at Trimati Jewelry in Instagram. Mag-share lang tayo ng mga pearls sa stories or sa newsfeed natin. And then that serves as your entry. Take a screenshot of that and send it to our Facebook page, Everyday Reiki with Marky. And later, last 15 minutes of, bilisan ko na. Last 15 minutes, mag-raffle na tayo. Okay? So, next question na tayo. Let's see. Okay. Ngayon. Okay, eto na. So, next participant. Hi, Master. May we know what energy po for September for the team? Ayan. Okay, so alam mo, minsan meron na, after ng Tarot Tuesdays, may mga nagme-message si ano yan, no? Siya yung nagtanong nung, sabi ko na siya yun no? Sabi ko, alam mo, kapag suki na tayo sa Tarot Tuesdays, no? Parang nagkakaalaman na kung sino nagkakaalaman na kung sino yung mga nagtatanong. Pero kayo talaga, nakakatawa lang. O sige, tingnan natin yung energy for September para sa team. Okay, tingnan natin ha. Okay, pero sabi ko nga, no matter what the cards are going to reflect, tandaan, we have the perfect opportunity to keep improving our energies and we will continuously focus on that. Okay. Uy! Ay, okay. Okay. Laban tayo ha. For the team, okay, again, this is generally because you're talking about the energy of the team. If you are wanting to focus on the holistic energy of the team, there's much work to do. There's really much work to do. But sabi ko nga, this is the invested energy. We have the Queen of Coins. Actually, it's going to be a very good jump start, I may say, because you've invested on good energy. So that means, and there may be some anything na na-experience natin supposedly ng August na medyo hindi pa fully nagmaterialize. Magre-reflect kasi siya sa September. Okay? So if you're looking at yung mga hindi pa natin makukuha yung mga definitive answers ng August, yung mga medyo mga feeling natin na ghosting tayo ng August, yung mga hindi masyadong umandar ng maigi ng August, magre-reflect yan ng September. So that's also gonna be good kasi sabi ko nga, minsan nga it's just the timing. Okay, it's just the timing that we're needing. So, but this is, sabi ko nga, if we're looking at the holistic energy of everybody, sa team natin, we have the Five of Cups. And for me, the Five of Cups kasi, if there are five cups, yung tatlo nakababa, yung dalawa. Alam mo, dun sa isang ano ko, and usually, ang nakikita ko sa Five of Cups is that mas majority yung nakatayo. That means more celebrations. More celebrations and more celebrations and there are, kumaga, 3 out of 2 yung celebrations natin. And there are 2 that you need to work on. Ito nga lang, mas malaki. So, 3 yung nakababa, 2 yung nakataas. So there's really a lot of work to do, a lot of effort to do. So, sabi ko nga, as we are not just going to focus on what the current energies are telling us or how the energy is going to fare for September, this is, remember, according to the energy that you're all going to work on on September. So if there is collective effort, and then you can change this. Where it leads to, it has, we have another cup, we have 2 of cups, it leads to celebration. So in short, na secure lang talaga yung inulit lang niya yung so that's the warning here. So consistently sinabi niya na so imagine mo, if there are 5 cups, dalawa lang yung magpupush doon, and which is confirmed. That really gives you the stronger focus na hindi tayo yung porke alam na natin na dalawa lang yung magpupush through, or let's say around 40% of the target lang yung mahihit natin, which is, I know, which is something that you may find a little too low as an end result or as an outcome. And then that gives room for you to focus more. That gives room for you to also focus on how you're going to think out of the box. What else can I do? Because sometimes it's just a creativity that we need to push forward, and also at the same time leave out the things that you have no control over. Example, alam natin yung halimbawa yung mga certain restrictions, alam natin yung mga certain boundaries na hindi talaga natin pwedeng galawin, and it's really something na alam natin na hindi natin pwedeng makontrol. Then let's not dwell on it. Let's not focus our energy there, but focus on the things that you can do. Be more creative. Be more creative. And I know most of us are focusing on focusing on how we're going to kumaga, establish the network, establish yung connections natin, and doing it online. You'll be surprised. Majority of yung September natin, if you can be creative outside of the box, sabi ko nga. So that means there are opportunities, not just, kumbaga, ang mas ipupush ko can be people not from here. Okay? So, that's one good strategy na if right now, yung alam natin medyo exhausted na yung ating mga resources here, and then you can also push for other prospects outside of the country. Okay? And you don't have to go outside to do that. You can just do online. Okay? Be more creative, sabi ko nga. And I'm telling you, when you do, this can give and yield more blessings. Okay? I want you to know that charity work will also improve on this, so never miss out on charity work. And most especially, if you are someone needing to manifest something, starting tomorrow and in the next 10 days, it's the celebration of Lord Ganesh. It's Ganesh. Lord Ganesh. Okay, si Lord Ganesha. It's Ganesh Chaturthi. It's a celebration of the God of wisdom and the remover of obstacles. So that means if you are wanting to remove some obstacles in any of your life aspects, pwede tayo mag-usap online, because I can ask you to, because we offer flowers and fruits. So pwede kayong magpadala sa address namin ng mga fruits and flowers along with the intentions na gusto ninyong ipag-pray namin. And then we will do our devotion for the next 10 days. Imagine that. The next 10 days we are going to devote our energy in focusing ipa-manifest namin yung mga prayers nyo. Di ba, Kalabins, magpe-pray tayo kay Lord Ganesha. Pa-pray tayo ng maraming food, maraming auzi, maraming royal canan na fur ball. Okay. Oh my gosh. Ano ba yan, baby? Okay. So, if you are wanting to manifest anything, we can talk offline para matulungan ko rin kayo i-manifest yan. So, flowers and fruits, yun lang naman ano natin. And then, uh, include lang natin yung mga intentions natin. It can be anything na kailangan, and not just kailangan, pero yung gusto nyo ring ma-manifest. Material, it can be anything. Okay? But for now, sabi ko nga, kailangan itodo pa natin ang laban dahil hindi tayo pinalaki ng sex bomb para bumawi lang. Okay? Thanks for joining Tarot Tuesdays. Okay, so I feel like pwede pa tayong kumuha ng isa pang question because we still have a few moments, but let's see. Okay. Oy, okay. Next. Okay. Ay, meron tayong wow, bagong participant. Wow, thank you so much po. So by the way, if you're new here, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our YouTube channel para mas marami pa tayong matulungan. Okay? Good evening po, Master. I've known your page po through my friend. Oh, thank you. The relationship that I have with the person that I want po, he is exactly everything that I've been praying for. Would it flourish or is it better for us to remain as close friends? Ay, wow! Dear Diary, tingnan natin na lang yung energy natin. Okay? Now, no matter, ito na naman yung sasabihin ko. Parang medyo may similar din siya dun sa ating first participant, di ba? So sabi ko nga if it's going to, remember, knowing the answer, again, is just the tip of the iceberg. How willing are you? And remember that these are like risks that we are wanting to go through. Willing ba tayo to go through that risk? Willing ba tayo? Willing ba tayo to also know the answer? And syempre, sabi ko nga, when we are ready to find the answers to this question, we should also be ready and willing to go through what the possible responses are. And for me, I just want to know, syempre, how willing are you? How willing are you to go through these experiences and to face no matter what the possible outcome is? And when you say that you have the willingness to go through it, then by all means, di ba? But since tingnan natin, ang gusto mo naman is to see the energies. Tingnan natin ha. Kung magpo-push through, yung magpo-flourish. Okay? Let's see. Okay. Yung energies ninyong dalawa, let's say, okay. Oh. Ay, hindi to card. Sabi ko, ba't ganun? Ito nga pala yung bati-bati dun sa card. Okay, sorry. Okay. Ayan, okay. So, medyo invalid yung last card na nakuha ko. Sabi ko, ba't gano'n? Bakit gano'n? Wala siyang ano. Okay, here we go. Last card ito na. Okay. Okay. There's one major card. There's one major card here. Now, I know the experiences one way or another. Kasi ganito yan eh. You know you want to manifest something, but when a part of you is already telling you na parang mas mahalaga yung ganito, o parang hindi mo naman gusto masayang yung friendship, or marami ka rin gusto because you see the value. You know what? But this is really important kasi when you're being very careful with the person, mukhang kitang-kita mo talaga yung value ng taong to. Ay, diba? Ayan si Calabing. So, okay, ano lang natin. Mukhang kitang-kita mo yung value. Mukhang kitang-kita mo talaga yung value ng taong to. And I know because alam mo yung value ng isang tao, that's where the possible fear, ayun, ubos tuloy yung airtime. What's that, Kala? There's a possibility that you're wanting to be very careful in dealing with the situation because the least thing you would want to happen is for you to not have the same experiences with the person again. I get that. Pero sabi ko nga if ask yourself as well, because if there's already contentment with what you have, and there's also, kumbaga, there's already fulfillment, you're just flowing to wherever the river takes you. And if it's also giving you a very good feeling and you're starting to feel happy and fulfilled with it, diba? I mean, that's not half bad. That's absolutely not half bad. Pero sabi ko nga, basahin muna natin, ito na. So I know, ito yun. In the past din kasi, I know you have many efforts, okay? Okay. Thank you po. So I know you have many efforts here. So this is and why I say so, because the energies that you invested, we have 10 of wands. Grabe naman yung efforts mo, okay? So I know you're really a good friend. So in short, I mean, it's also hard to say no with this person, I know. So parang anything that the person wants and needs, you're always ready. You're readily available. But sabi ko nga, it may seem like you're being readily available to that person, but you're also finding the happiness for that. I mean, look at this. You're happy doing it. You're happy going through it. So for me, that is not a bad thing. I know, because it's different kapag napipilitan lang tayo gawin. It's different when we are not 100% willing to go through it. That's different. But this is really saying, no matter what wants and needs, you find the happiness and fulfillment in that, and that's not bad. But here's the thing. The cards right now are confirming that, well, eto, Kala Beans, ito talaga yung kinagat mo, no? Ito pala yung sinasabi ni Chris, baby, yung nakagat niya. So, one time, kinagat ni Kala, ang kinagat pa niya yung karma card. Okay. So, may pangil. Okay. So, nagkaroon ng pangil dito. Ayan. Asan ba? Ayun. Ayan, nakagat. Pero syempre, ang cute-cute. So, alam na natin pag ito yung nabunot, it's a karma card. But the karma card is also confirming that karmically, you guys are entangled. So that means this card will never appear nang wala lang. So that means no matter, it also is, um I will not say it's eternally just good. Okay, because I don't want to position this as if everything will run smooth, na hindi na mag-effort kayong pareho for this. Because remember, confirming how you like each other is just the tip of the iceberg as well. Or you officially being together, let's say we take it a notch higher, right? So it doesn't mean that you guys are already together with the label, with officially being together. It doesn't mean that it's always gonna lead to a happy ending. Tinatrabaho lahat. Tinatrabaho. That's where the hard work starts. Hard work that you're gonna be willing to work together towards not just the compatibility, but the chemistry that you have to go through the ups and downs. Both have to go through the ups and downs. I will say, because of this, I'm very positive naman that this is something that can give a very positive outcome. I would want to say that should you be willing to take it a notch higher, I'd say it's a very good one. And I know there are so many learnings that you are also going to learn with the person. Kumbaga, one of the things that also fascinates you with the person is because the likability, na you are willing to build a future together, because you see how the person is also driven towards that. Na hindi lang siya a one-sided goal, pa ako lang ba yung magkakaroon ng ganyang feeling, na ako lang ba yung magkakaroon ng feeling na I want to also focus on the future, o kaya there are times kasi na you would see relationships that they're just living for the moment, or they would be very focused on the present time, not much foundation on building future. May mga ganon, because as of the moment, that's the real focus is. Okay, they're just being truthful. I'm really more of focusing on my now, and that's honestly not half bad as well. Because remember, if we are mostly just focused on having a steady future or a stable na future without focusing on your now, you may be missing out on the things on how you are going to work on your now. Because hindi tayo makakarating sa future without working on our now. We have to do the hard work on an everyday basis. The willingness of both to go through the ups and downs of life, that's going to be the key on how the future will be stabilized. But remember, you have to go through the now, and both have to be willing to go through the now. I would say that it's a very positive outcome because of this. You see, it really sets a very solid future. In If this is something that would be, kumbaga, mag-escalate into the next level, I would say it also gears towards a very good future. So I would say, pag dumating yung time that if this is something that you are wanting to take the next step, it's going to be a good one. very favorable one. So be very willing to go through it. Okay? And also, it doesn't matter, so I'm not going to reveal if the person is a man or a woman, pero sabi ko nga, I hope this is their right time and age we're in, no matter which if either we are male or female, I believe that it shouldn't stop us. It shouldn't stop us from also expressing what we feel. And it should be, wala dapat tayong gender roles on sino yung mag-aamin muna o sino mag-express muna. This is a very modern day and age we're in. We should be very free to express of how we feel emotionally towards someone. May it be male or female. We should be okay to express it. Okay? Wala dapat tayong gender roles because the least thing you would want is magkapaalan din kayo. So, di ba? If we are all aiming for us to just start doing the hard work, and then let's just focus on the hard work, di ba? Kasi mapupunan pa tayo ng mga what ifs, and in the end, parang pwedeng mas binuhos mo na lang yung energy on working on the relationship, strengthening the relationship, working on the ups and downs, instead of thinking of the shoulda, woulda, couldas. Makes sense, hindi ba? And remember, again, I'm saying this because it's a modern day and age, and honestly, with the pandemic that has happened and it's still happening right now, I mean, who knows when will we have the ample time to express all this? So ba't pa tayo magpapatumpik-tumpik pa? Okay? And I may be saying this now for our current participant for a love question, but I'm also saying this to everybody, no matter what situation you're in right now. If the only thing that you're waiting for is that sign for you to go for it, for you to take further steps, I mean, this is the sign that you're waiting for. Wag na kayo mag-isip if you should do it or not do it, or will you allow yourself to experience this. Everybody deserves a very good adventure. So look at it that way. It's a very good adventure, an adventure for you to discover wisdom. Wisdom that will become blessings. Blessings that you will get to enjoy because you need to enjoy this life. And the least thing you would want to happen is to just keep limiting yourself. We don't deserve any of that. So do not limit yourself. Kung anong feeling nyo, yung gusto ninyong bigay sa sarili nyo, bigay nyo. Kung anong feeling nyo gusto nyo gawin, gawin nyo. Okay? So this is the right time for us to own up for our own goals, dreams, and aspirations because tayo lang ang gagawa nun sa sarili natin. No one else will do the hard work for us. It should always be us. And of course, you will always be cheered on by everybody, or even if we don't, it shouldn't diminish our motivation to give what we all deserve for ourselves. So remember, you're doing this not for anybody else but for you. So go live your life. Live your life to the fullest and be willing to accept the ups and downs of life because that's going to make your life very beautiful. Imagine you're going to be allowing this to be one of the most na mga experiences that will teach you something. At least you allowed yourself to learn, diba? So, be brave, be bold, and just go for it. Dahil sabi ko nga, hindi tayo pinalaki ng sex bomb girls na para bumawi lang. Dapat laban-laban lagi. So, go for it and enjoy your life. Okay? Yun lamang. And thanks for joining Tarot Tuesdays. Okay? So, dahil dyan, actually, I would want to, this can be already our last question for tonight because I want to make time dahil marami nga tayong raffle for tonight. And ayoko naman kayong puyatin. So, itodo na natin for our raffle. Congratulations, by the way, sa lahat ng mga winners natin ng 1,000 pesos worth of Crystal Abundance Bracelet courtesy of Celestial Blue starting from the July. And, for the winners, lahat ng winners, participants ng live natin, 2 sessions from July and lahat din ng August na part na ano natin, isang beses lang naman tayo hindi nag Tarot Tuesdays kasi nagbakasyon tayo nila Bessie. Okay? So hello Bessie, Jenilyn, and Dennis. So ang gagawin lang natin ay lahat ng mga winners for both months, yun ang ating yun yung ating isasama natin. Pero of course, for now, pwede pa kayong humabol. I'll give you until yung lahat ng gustong sumali muna, let's get muna yung magiging winner natin ng Celestial Blue na, uy, ang dami nag-send. Teka lang nga. Teka lang, saan nga yun nag-ano? Teka. Grabe sa sound effects. Ay, asa na yun? Ayun. Yan. Okay, so far, we have first entry kay Julian. Next is si Tita Sarita Zafra. Hello, Tita. Nice to see you. Okay, next. Confirm na natin yan. Teka, next. Oy, okay. So we have Lizelle Ann Salvador. Okay. Next entry natin yan, Lizelle Ann. Okay, next. Okay, sandali sinusort out ko lang yung mga messages lang natin. Okay. Yun, okay. So, next we have Angel Ann Santo. Hi! Si Angel Ann, hello. Nice to see you. Andiyan ka pala. Okay, Angel Ann Santos. Ang dami mo ring entry, ha? So, I'm rooting for you. Dapat manalo ka din ng prizes, ha? Very good. Okay. Okay, next. Yun. Okay, so Jeffrey Del Rosario, yung anak kong Reiki Master din. Yan. Oh, ayan na, mga nagma-manifest. Okay, so far for tonight's session, we have 5 entries. Okay, 5 entries. So, isarado natin siya until the last 4 minutes. Okay, last 4 minutes yung natin. Ayan. Ay, Kuya, nasa IG po ako. Ay, okay. Sige. O, tignan ko nga yung IG ni dahil si Ariana nasa IG daw. Tingnan natin. Ay, pala ka. Ayun, okay. Sige. Okay, sige. Perfect yan. Okay. So, next, tingnan natin. Ay, syempre naman, the Princess of Mega World, Rain Zafra, ayaw din magpatalo. Ay, ang ganda ng shinare niya. Yung pearl with ruby na brooch. Love it. Okay. So, by the way, that's also an investment piece na napakaganda. Diba? Okay. Okay, Rain Zafra. Okay, buong family na. Hello sa mga Zafra na nanonood. Hello sa inyo. Love you all. Yan, laging mga suki natin yan. Alam mo yan. Okay, next. So again, 3 more minutes. Pwede pa kayo mag-send ng entries natin for tonight. Sabi ko nga, let's yung mga entries natin ngayon, we will draw muna yung 1,000 pesos worth na abundance bracelet courtesy of Celestial Blue. And also, syempre, yung natin, para naman yan to lock in yung mga winners natin nang magpa-participate for tonight kasi kasali pa rin lahat magpa-participate sa ating monthly raffle. So again, meron tayong 7 winners of crystal work for modern living happening this Saturday. So if you want to know how to manifest lang ng mga crystals natin yung ganyan, and paano siya magamit also for healing and many things, yun yung ating workshop for this Saturday. And meron din tayong 7 winners of emotional healing class this Sunday naman yan. So marami tayong winners for ayun, tignan natin. Ayan, of course. Ayan naman. So si Ali Montances. Okay, so may entry din si Ali. Yun, very good. Si Ali, thank you. Na-acknowledge natin yung yung, what do you call this? Yung iyong entry for tonight. Yun, okay? So, one last minute. And so far, for tonight's entry, may 7 na tayong entries. We have Julie, si Tita Sarita, si Lizelle Ann, si Angel Ann, ang daming Ann. Okay. And then, Julie Ann, Lizelle Ann, Angel Ann. So, si Jeff naman, si Rain, and si Ali. So, isa sa inyo will win the Crystal Abundance Bracelet. And then, that should also be your entry para sa ating monthly raffle. Okay, so one last minute and then mag-start na tayo ng raffle natin. Yun. Okay. So, sabi ko nga, after this, we will go through yung raffle natin, ha. So, i-ready ko na yung ating randomizer wheel para ready na tayo magbigay ng maraming blessings. Ayun, and syempre, ang buong mga pamilya Zafra, syempre si Raven. Okay, kasama din 'yan. So total of 8 new entries natin. Okay. Ayan na. Okay, so right now, no, nakahabol si Raven. Very good. Okay, so we have 8 entries for tonight. And then, syempre, kasama rin yung natin dyan. Kasama rin to sa magiging raffle natin sa ating monthly raffle. After this, 14 winners naman din tayo. Okay, so let's see. So far for tonight muna, again, 8 yung natin, si Julianne, si Sarita, si Lizelle, Ann, Angel Ann, Jeffrey, si Rain, si Ali, and si Raven. Okay? So, buong family ng mga Zafra nandito. Ang galing, ha? So, ayan, okay. So, dun muna tayo sa courtesy of Celestial Blue na winners natin for tonight. Here we go. So, yung lucky winner natin for tonight is walang iba. Ay, napakagaling mag-manifest ni Tita Sarita Zafra. Congratulations. Diba? In fairness, iba din mag-manifest ng mga Zafra. Grabe siya. But yun nga. So, congratulations, Tita Sarita. You're a winner for tonight. Pero syempre, meron pa tayong mga raffle. Okay, sandali. And galing mag-manifest. Grabe siya. Now, kunin na natin lahat ng mga entries natin for, teka lang, lahat ng participants natin for the month of August muna. Sandali, kunin ko lang yan. So, by the way, yung sa next natin, sa next raffle natin, again, we're gonna be giving away crystal work for modern living and emotional healing classes. Okay? So, total of 14 winners tayo. So, dahil dyan, let's give chance muna sa So, pag nanalo na tayo ng isa, anong tawag dito? Hindi na pwedeng muna. Bigyan natin ng chance yung ibang winners. Okay? So, eto na yung mga July natin. Kasama din dyan yung July, syempre, sabi ko nga. Okay, ang dami lang. Sorry, sandali. Okay, so ang dami ng winners natin. So, simula muna tayo sa emotional healing class para medyo para yung suspense natin. Okay? So, sabi ko nga, pag nabunot na tayo ng ang daming entries, diba? Pag nabunot na tayo ng ones, let's give chance for others muna. Okay? So, here we go. We're looking at first 7 winners of emotional healing classes. Teka, let me just take note here. Emotional healing muna tayo. Emotional healing class. Okay, for our first winner. And if naatinan nyo na itong class na to, you can have it as a gift for your friends and family members. Okay? So, eto na yung ating first winner. Emotional healing muna tayo. Siyempre, ang pinaka-grand finals natin, yung crystal work for modern living kasi mas grande yung price na yun. Okay? So, first, siyempre naman, buwan naman, no? Si Vanelli. But naka-10 na siya but you can give this as a gift to your friends and family members. Okay, so remove na natin yan. And next chance na tayo. Next winner, 6 more winners, emotional healing class. Okay, here we go. Okay, next winner natin, we have... di ba si My Sassy Box? Ang bilis. Oy, okay. Oy, in fairness si Joy. Oh my gosh, si Joy de Guzman. And she is from, alam mo si Joy, she is from from Japan. In fairness, ilang buwan na siya nagma-manifest. Congratulations si Joy. Sige. Congratulations, Joy. And then remove na natin to 6 more winners. Sorry, 5 more winners. Emotional healing class. So for your entries ng natin for your um, July and August ng mga natin. Uy, si Angel Ann. Oo, in fairness, emotional healing si Angel Ann. Okay, very good. Yan, okay. Now, next, remove na natin yon. So, next na tayo. So, 4 more winners. Okay. Oh, in fairness, in fairness, nanalo agad, di ba, Ari? In fairness, sabi sa iyo, congratulations. Aba, another emotional healing para kay Jeff. Okay, anak ko, si Jeff. Okay. And I know you've already attended this, so pwede mo siyang ibigay as a gift for your friends and family. Okay, so next, 4 more winners, emotional healing. O, di ba, happy birthday, Ari. In fairness sa'yo. Okay, so it's meant. Magkita tayo Sunday. Okay, next. Ay, si Tita Sarita nanalo na emotional healing class. In fairness, napaka-grabe ng nang mag-manifest ito ni Tita Sarita. Okay, so next na naman tayo, emotional healing class pa rin to. And then after this, we will have 7 winners of Crystal Work for Modern Living. Okay. Aba, hindi rin magpapahuli ang bunga si Rain Zafra. Although she already attended this. Pero sabi ko nga, pwedeng ibigay sa friends and family natin. Okay? Uy, may 11-11. Ang blessed po naman po, Ate di ba? Iba din si Tita Sarita eh. Uy, si Angel na nalagay ka na naman dito pero sorry kasi nga nanalo ka na. So, let's give chance to others ha. Okay. So, next. In fairness, ikaw din kaya, box office si Oy, welcome Tita Sarita. Welcome po. Okay. Ay, si Jeff uli yung lumabas. Sorry. Okay. So, tingnan natin. Next. Okay. Next, we have Rika Erasga. Congratulations, Rika. And that is already our 7th winner for emotional healing class. Now we will have Crystal Work naman. So, 7 winners. Again, 7 winners for our Crystal Work for Modern Living. Ang dami pa dyan, ha? Okay, in fairness. Sige, first winner, Crystal Work for Modern Living. Here we go. Tingnan natin. Boom to ring. Uy, si Joy nanalo na si Joy Gonzalez kanina. Okay, nanalo na si Joy yun. So, we will have to remove her. So, ulit. First ulit tayo. First winner. Okay, let's see. Crystal Work for Modern Living. Our first winner is... Ay, si Rain. Nanalo na si Rain. Sorry na. Okay. So, pero iba rin mag-manifest sa mga Zafra, no? Ang dami kasing entries. Very good. Okay. Next, we have si Cha Rodrin. Alam mo, ang galing talaga mag-manifest ito ni Cha. And I know naka-attend ka na nito, so I know you can give this as a gift. 6 more winners. Crystal Work for Modern Living. Okay. Crystal Work. Next, we have Uy, Lizelle Ann Salvador. Uy, in fairness, nanalo ba? Hindi pa. Lizelle Ann Salvador. Congratulations, Lizelle Ann. Nanalo ka. Okay, so next winner, Crystal Work for Modern Living. And this is again happening this Saturday na, ha? This Saturday from 1 p.m. to 6 p.m. 1 p.m. to 6 p.m. yung class. Ha? Next. Sorry, taro pala this week. Oh, ako pala yung magtuturo. Sorry. Next week pala. Fake news. Sorry. Next week pa pala yung Crystal Work for Modern Living because taro pala yung Taro pala this Saturday. Sorry na. Okay. Uy, si Glads. Uy, nanalo na si Glads before. Pero pwede niya ibigay. Di ba nag-attend na si Gladys sa'yo? No? Kasama niya si Ram, di ba? O pwede mong ibigay yan as a gift, Glads. Okay. So, next winner tayo. Okay, here we go. Okay, so meron pa tayong mga 4 winners to announce. Okay, next. Uy, si Lizelle na naman. Okay, so sinanalo ka na. Ang daming entry kasi ni Lizelle in fairness. So, let's go. Next. Okay, next winner. So we still have 4 winners for our Crystal Work for Modern Living happening next Saturday. Correction from Celestial Blue. Yeah. Ay, si Rika, nanalo na si Rika kanina. Oo nga eh. So, iba naman. Ang dami kasing entries. Okay, pero marami pa yan. So, kaya naman. Oh, in fairness, hello Lizelle. O, di ba nanalo si Lizelle? Congratulations. Ay, si Vanelli, pero nanalo na rin si Vanelli. Grabe na mag-manifest kasi si Vanelli. Si My Sassy Box, okay? Para sa mga sa mga Tommy Hilfiger, na mga items natin, Calvin Klein, ganyan. Kate Spade, yung mga US brands natin. My Sassy Box. Ito na pala. Ay, nanalo na si Rain kanina. Sorry na. Okay, so, meron na naman tayong ang dami kasing entries. Next. Oh, si Julian. Oh, si Anne nanalo ng Crystal Work for Modern Living. Very good. O, yun. Okay, very good. Okay, 3 more. 3 more winners. Ay, nag-11 na. Okay, sorry na. Ito, bibilisan na natin. Yun. Next 3 winners. Angel ay nanalo na si Angel nito na ng Crystal Work, 'di ba? Kung naka-attend ka na, pwede mo ibigay ito as a gift sa ibang mga friends and family. Okay. Naka-attend na ba siya nito? But let's see. Okay. Last two winners. Oy, si Glads uli. But nanalo na si Glads.
Try again in a few seconds.
Ang daming kino-comment ni si Google, sorry. Sa Angelica uli, mabasa, sorry na. Dahil nanalo na si Angel kanina, mabasa. Ako ba yan? Mabasa. Oh, si Angelica mabasa. Okay, wait. Oh, si Joy uli, pero nanalo na si Joy. So, last two. Mga dami. Kitang-kita mo yung mga suki, no? Kitang-kita mo sino yung mga suki natin every Tuesday. Okay. Uy, si Raven Salvador in fairness, congratulations Raven. Nanalo ka ang Crystal Work for Modern Living and one last winner ng Crystal Work for Modern Living. Here we go. Okay, tingnan natin sino yung ating final winner. Si Ray na naman, no? Lagi na nanalo si Ray, pero nanalo ka na kanina. Ang galing ng mga Zafra mag-manifest, no? Tsaka syempre Suki. So thank you, family Zafra, for always tuning in. Thank you so much. Okay. Tignan natin ito na. Si Raven uli. Okay. Suki. Okay. Nanalo si Raven. So nasa listahan natin. Ito, one last winner. Let's see. Sino ating complete. Ayun! Si Ronnie. Congratulations, Ronnie. You are our winner for our Crystal Work for Modern Living. So that's it for our raffle for tonight and for this month. First of all, thank you so much again for always tuning in. Lagi tayong loyal and suki sa panonood ng ating Tarot Tuesdays. So do not forget, panoorin natin yung ating weekly tarot reading, taas baba ang energy natin this week so that para mas guided tayo sa ating mga blessings, okay? But for now, this has been Marky Mendoza. Lagi nagpapaalala, keep trusting the process, everybody. Namaskaram and happy week ahead. And again, if you want to manifest something and you want me to, you want us to help you to manifest this, mag-message kayo sa akin. So, mag-coordinate tayo kung saan nyo papadala yung fruits and flowers. Okay? For now, thank you so much. Namaskaram. Good night po.